Here's a game. James. Let's say hello. James versus Jim. 10Q. So this is my first time playing a game at 11Q on Pandanet. We'll see how I do. Let's check. First of all, let's turn on the coordinates and look at the game info. Yeah, so I have negative Comey here because he's a whole point. He's 10Q. Let's do a 4-4 and a 4-3. He does dual 4-3, so let's approach one of them in a way to break up the long side. Okay, so he's doing the pincer. Let's do the lean. I do have the ladder in this direction. So if I extend and he cuts, I can catch that stone. I think that's the idea with this move, is you're trying to keep him low on this side. So we'll go 3 and then Hane. Or if he plays away. I also have the move to jump in here later, but I think 3 and then Hane should be okay. I don't know this. He wants to keep playing here. Okay. Well, let's see how long he wants to extend here. Aha, he peeps at my connection. So the typical modern style. I don't know if I need to respond to that. I can jump into the corner here. He can split me off. I can attack on the other side. The modern style, I mean, they give you a wall and then they try to take away all the influence by poking at your cutting points and stuff. Very computer influenced style. Let's extend again. I didn't want to be in the situation where I had 3 stones and he had a Hane on both sides. So I can play here and live at any time. Let's go ahead and do that now, just so I'm not in any trouble here. And then let's jump out with these stones. We're not done here. We're not done with this conversation here. So he's taking my corner. See, if I just defend the corner, he will take the other side. So let's do a normal back off like he had approached. So this is like a Joseki where you got an extra move in. Okay, let's defend the corner. And then I won't respond to that, but let's enclose over here. I think these are all good enough. So where is White's territory? He's got this whole side. That's 15 points along the side, going along the first line there. Not bad. So he tries to take a big point on this side. And I'll try and get something up here if I can. Yeah, definitely. So 3 space and jump, 3 space jump there. And yeah, let's kick from the other side. I'm going to jump out here, but first limit how it can expand. So I think you can play on top here. And yeah, I'm going to jump out, maybe with the diagonal to put the maximum pressure on that stone. If he cuts and I split, or if he cuts, I come on top maybe. Let's see, if I did a straight jump out and he cut, and he haned and I cut, then he could run out in this direction. I could block, and he could run out in this direction. I could block. I think I want to play solidly here, actually. I'm in his territory, so rather than jump out, maybe the jump is good and the lean and all that stuff. But wasn't quite sure, so let's play solid. So now if he tries to wedge in there, I can Atari on top. He connects. I can make a tiger's mouth over here. If he cuts here, I can Atari once and then ladder, or a net. Atari once and then net the stone. So this is all very secure here. And I'm in a good position to jump out and put more pressure on this stone. So what else is going elsewhere? What else is going on elsewhere on the board? He got a big area of influence here. And territory along the side. And as I jump out, I'm trying to reduce this, I guess. I have this wall here, which has got, it really is kind of worthless. Honestly, the strategy, the new strategy does work. It does tend to make your walls worthless. But I'll see if I can do something with it. And so he attaches inside like that. Here, let's honey on top. He cross-cuts. What is this? So if I Atari here, and he extends, and I Atari again, and he extends, then I can descend, he can turn, I can block, he can cut, I can descend. I think I capture it. I think I do capture it. I want to keep the corner. Okay, just lets me have it immediately. Let's extend here first. Or connect here. Let's connect. Okay, so he's cutting my stone off and saving his stones. Makes sense. If he descends, if he Ataris this stone, I'm wondering if I need to play another move in the corner. I think I will. I'm being safe here, but let's play another stone here and make that a solid corner of mine. And yeah, I've sacrificed that stone. Didn't really mean to, but so let's take the last big point on the side here now that I've solidified that corner. This is looking okay. And then the next area of combat, unless he invades, the next area of combat will be here in the center, where I'll try to jump out with this group and with this wall. See what I can do. Yeah, he invades, of course. He's one of these players that doesn't believe in giving a sucker an even break. Let's, it's already somewhat surrounded. Let's just cap. See where he's going with that. Yep. Let's build some strength on this side. Keep him small. Okay, I want to do a solid connect. If I do a loose connect like this, he's got a peep. If I do a solid connect and he cuts, what do? I can extend. If I do a solid connect on this side and he cuts, I can catch him in a ladder. And where does that ladder go? Goes to his stone over here. No, it looks like it misses his stone. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it goes to my stones. Yeah, let's connect solid here. Rely on the ladder to protect this cut. Okay, I'm trying to keep him confined here. Let's see if he's got something clever. To bust out. Ladder still doesn't work because I turn when I Atari and I have liberties here. So when it comes up, I still have 2 liberties. Yep, so he protects there. Let's protect one of these cuts. Be nice to protect both of them, but I don't see how. Okay, so he decided to live. I could protect this cut, or I could ignore that. Maybe is there a way to protect the cut and do something better? Jump out to the center. Let's do some poking down here. So strengthen this group, try and keep him low on the side. Okay, I have to be careful. The cut, I guess I will extend here, huh? Maybe Hane once and then extend to connect up. Or Atari and then extend. He may have a way to break through here, so got to be careful. Maybe if he plays here with it making a tiger's mouth shape, I just come straight up, and he pushes and I block. Cuts, I connect. And he tries to run that stone out, and I jump out and try and keep it confined. Well, he's taking his time at various points, so that's nice. Got a thinker here. I've built up a lot of center influence, and he's taken all of the sides, so it's one of those classic games, it looks like. Can I convert any of this center influence? I have, well, I have a little bit of the corners, too. I have part of this corner, and I have all of this corner. Let's, yeah, stay solid here. Looks like he's going to creep along the bottom some more here. And yeah, he played there. Okay, so should I keep poking here? One more here. Or should I just cap here? Wow, that's incredible. Okay, I'll protect that cut. And extend over here. Let's see, I guess he's going to throw a stone in the middle pretty soon. He's bound to notice eventually that there's this giant area in the middle here. Should probably be coming out on this side, right? And then coming out with this group. I should focus on this group, which he could cut off at any time. He decided to cut it off there, yeah. So, can make a solid connection. Let's play this shoulder hit kind of move first. Okay, we'll extend down. Yep. So now the Hane here, or just the one space jump? Let's do it with the Hane. Maybe I can cut here later, or maybe he'll be inclined to defend it. Yeah, I defended it. Okay. I give myself a little more base over here with this move, or I could jump out over here, lean on these two stones. The cutting stones, where are they going? Right, they're going to connect up. And let's make a nice line like this, not like this. So I've marked out this gigantic area in the center. Let's see if he can just plunk a stone in the middle there and take it all from me. Or maybe he'll come back and try and kill this group. Oh, no. Plunking a stone in the middle. That's, I think, a reasonable thing to do. Let's play a shoulder hit on that. See which direction he wants to run. He can run this direction. I'll drop back and build this area, or he can run this direction. I can extend this way and build this area. Yeah, so let's run up this way. Get a nice wall here. And now I need to make sure this group stays alive. So let's keep them confined here. Make sure I've got enough space here to live. Yeah, this is good, I think. And then I'm going to block him off here at the next opportunity. I'll block him off. Yeah, this stone here kind of protects that cutting point, right? Atari, extend, block, not entirely. Okay, well, anyway, like I said, I'm going to Hane here. Stop those stones from running in any further. And okay, so he goes for the cut. So I'm going to Atari that stone. Well, first of all, let's see if I can directly take it. If I Atari this way, he extends, and I block on this side. He can extend here, and I block. He can turn there. Block. I go here, he extends. I block on this side or this side. Or I drive him down into this area and protect this cut. Let's drive him down. Oh, maybe he just wants to get an Atari on this stone. Yeah, that's what he wants. Okay, so we'll take here and cut here if he extends. Yeah, so he's playing a sacrifice so I could get this move in Sente at L13. So can he extend and can I cut? He extends, I cut. He can Atari on this side, I extend. Ataris again, I extend, and eventually, oh, he goes for the ko. Oh my, okay, so where are my big ko threats here? Not really seeing them. He didn't create too many weak groups, so he played very solidly along the side. That's one benefit to the way he's played. So he doesn't have weak groups that can be killed in a move or two that I see. Okay, so I can take that. I don't quite understand it. Did he misclick? He probably meant to connect there. Yeah, so let's descend here. He's trying to figure out ways to break into my big territory in the center. You know, it's like if he didn't want me to have that, he shouldn't have given it to me in the first place, right? Maybe this will be successful, but I have the threat of turning here. He doesn't agree that that's a threat. Let's push. I mean, he can destroy my territory in exchange for letting me destroy his territory. That's also a fair trade, right? The further extension here is pretty dangerous. Threatens to kill these stones and really eats up a lot of stuff over here. So he blocked. So do I turn here? Let him turn. And then play a net. Turn once to give myself some liberties. I'm a little short on liberties here. And the net. So he extends, I block. He extends, I block. I am down to 2 liberties. He cuts, I connect. He extends, I extend. I think, though, even though I'm a bit short on liberties, I think I'm still okay. Also, when I block, when he pushes and I block, and he pushes and I block, he has to pause and fill in at that point. Right, so he goes there. So I can Atari here first. I think. Then protect that cut. He was threatening the cut here, which would have been a double Atari. And I can block here. So can I block here, though? If I block here and he cuts, that's an Atari. I connect, and then he extends. So, yeah, I can't block there. I have to extend once more. So it's eating into my territory there. Because these stones were out of liberties, so... Okay, so we decided to fix his cut. I can take here, I can block here. But what's the best move? I think it's time to go to endgame here. Although there is, a tempting move over here. Let's settle the status of this group here, make sure I'm alive. And these moves along the bottom are big in the end game. Let's see if I connect and he hanes. I cut. He's got 2 liberties and I've got more than 2 everywhere. Yeah, so he is just going to play there. Let's make my eyes then. He got that big move, yeah. That was a good endgame move. Okay, let's go ahead and finish that corner. Now, do I need another move here? If he plays here, I block. If he throws in here, I block. I'm going to say that's alive. I can push in here and reduce him some more on this side. I think he'll want to respond to that. Okay, so now let's take what we can over here. Yeah, so he's going to try and chip away at my territory here. Probably this move here is big at B15. Yeah, let's stay connected. Okay, so let's play this one now. And connect up. Okay, I'm starting to think taking here is big. Let's go ahead and do that. And then finish off this side over here. And we'll see what it adds up to. I mean, he got this corner here. Yeah, I got 2 lines of territory along here. That's, you know, 10, 20 points at least. And then another 1 line here, that's 30 points. So maybe 40 points in this area altogether. And I don't really have any big areas. He did, you know, follow that recipe really well of not letting me build anything anywhere. Yeah, he gave me some in the middle, I guess. But I don't know if it amounts to enough to compensate for what he's got elsewhere. Anyway, it was an interesting game. And not a bad effort for my first game at 11Q here. So I'll be uploading this. Hane here. If he cuts, I take. If he extends, I take. Okay, I need to defend that. Block there. So I have the Atari here, or here. What's better? So can I count my territory in the center? See, in this corner I have 10 points, 3, 6, yeah. Over here I have another 10, 20, 30. Maybe counting the corner. Okay, that's not a point there. Yes, I think I'm going to be hard-pressed to make up what he's got here. Let's see, I can push down here. Now the honey underneath, he blocks, I connect. He will connect, and then that's Sente, I guess. And then if I play here, gains me another point. Well, actually, this cut is already protected. Maybe it takes a point away from him. So it's kind of a 1-point move. If I play here, and he blocks and I connect, it's not a big deal. If I play here, it's Gote. I can play here. This is probably Gote too, but maybe I get the turn. Getting down to moves that look pretty Gote to me. But I will take what I can. Okay, he got that one in. Maybe I didn't need to play that. It's possible. Because the cut, I extend, he extends, I extend, and I'm connected. But he has 2 stones inside, so I'm not sure. Not entirely sure what he could do with that. So I wanted to be safe. And we're getting near the end of the game here. Probably connecting here. And blocking there. So he needs one more move over here to connect this group. It really doesn't matter. It's taking away one move at a time. Let's go ahead and play here first, because that wins 5 stones if he doesn't fix it. And let's block here. I guess there's no sense in giving that point away, although the push here maybe was worth a little more. I don't know. Push at 04. Okay, I'm going to block there and push, so I got that in anyway. So he didn't get any points over there. This looks settled. Can push in here or just connect there solidly. I think I'm ready to pass. Let's go ahead and play this move. I don't know if that made a difference point-wise. Probably not. It's probably a dame point. Because if he had played there, I don't see how he makes a point, and I don't see how he makes me defend. And I don't see how I can make him defend anything. But he did. Okay, he was a little afraid of me pushing down there. So cuts over here, and there's a double peep here. And if he doesn't respond, I go here with an Atari. I mean, he has to respond to it, but it doesn't gain any points. So I'm going to pass here, and we'll see what it adds up to. Anyway, I have no idea here who is winning. He has, oh, I have 5.5 points of Comey. I may be winning by the amount of Comey here. He passed. And let's look at the scoring. So I captured that, yeah. And these are dame. Why is that? Oh, because of this. He captured that. Okay, these are dame, these are dame, these are dame. All looks good, and I'm going to say done. Oh, well, it looks like James won there. So I lost by 3.5 points with the Comey. I had reverse Comey, so let's see if he had had normal white Comey, the normal Comey that white gets. That would have been a difference of 11 points. So he would have won by about 15 points in a no handicap game. Anyway, let's check this out with Sabaki and Katago and see see where I went wrong. Well, you can see by the graph that Katago made that I was winning at first. Of course, this is because I had reverse Comey, so it looks like I kept the lead for quite a while. And let's just go forward and look at some of those turning points. And what did I want to look at here? We're still in the winning condition. Oh, that's right. You know, one problem I had was that he had a large area along the bottom side here, and you know, I was just kind of not sure what to play here. And this is a suggested move, putting a stone here, just maybe counterattacking these stones that are against my wall. I think that's really very logical. I probably should have continued in this area some more and see if I could make some more direct use of this wall here. But I played the corner. That was also considered a good move, but I just noticed that was an interesting point at which I could have jumped into the bottom side here, which later became the main source of White's territory. There were some other opportunities here, but let's go forward. This is in the part of the game, and maybe I'll roll back a little bit. What's funny is in this part of the game, I'm still just winning here, and it doesn't really seem concerned about White's intrusion into my area. It doesn't even like my defensive moves that fence off the area. And here we can go forward. It doesn't mind them too much. It says I'm still winning, but it never wants to play those moves. The moves it wants to play are, you know, we'll find the first one here. Here's an example. It wants me to play down here and secure this area. I think what's going on is there are two areas on the board that are not entirely alive, and both of us are sort of ignoring it. So it's hard to get a. It's hard for me to. I wanted to use the AI to tell me how to defend my territory here, and I can't. I can't really get that information out of it because it keeps saying I should play elsewhere. And maybe that's the answer. I need to secure all those groups, and then I can come back, and I'll be okay. And then the next turning point was here. This is the other idea. It wants me to dive into this area at the top. So this area at the top and this area at the bottom, I think they're both, in fact, unsettled groups. I was feeling like this was probably alive with these three stones here, but and I was also feeling that White's group was probably alive here, but apparently there's some mileage to be gained by harassing those groups, and so it wants both of us to be playing in these areas, and we both ignore that. You know, let's roll forward to the next turning point here. This is kind of a long game, so I'll just go over these points kind of briefly. But here was an example of where I should jump in here and where I followed the sequence for a little bit to try and figure out what Katago's idea was. So White plays underneath. You know, I think White can make an eye here and then drop down, make an eye over here or over here. So I don't see what the problem is. But this turns into a ko. White drops down over there. I can take that stone, and that's how Katago would play it. And now it's a little bit dangerous for White. If I could, you know, place a stone here, then this little group of four stones would be an Atari. Or if I could live inside here. Well, I can't live inside, but maybe I could surround the outside and kill it somehow. Anyway, Katago starts fighting a ko. This is a ko threat. I answer, and then Katago takes the ko, and then I get to make a ko threat. And it appears that the mileage I get from making these ko threats is worth a lot, and it's enough to swing the game in my favor. So that's the idea. It wants me either to play here and defend, which I've done by this point, and then the other thing it wanted me to play was to play inside here and go for a ko. Okay, so let's go down to the next turning point. Yeah, now we get to near the end, and really it's just big end game moves make the difference because it was a very close game. You know, taking into account there was reverse Comey, the actual score in the game was only 3.5 points. So small inaccuracies in the end game make the difference. And so here's an example. It wants White to close off this area so I can't get that peep underneath, which I did get. And let's go forward. So I'd gotten that and I stole a point there. And now it wants me to play here and steal another point here. And this also would be enough to change the balance of the game in my favor. And so those are the critical points here. Let's see, is that it? There was another point where, oh yeah. So white should play this point as well as me. And then right here, a couple moves later, right here is my last chance to play this point, and I would still be winning. We're only, looks like about 10 moves from the end, and very little left going on. But that was the biggest move for quite a while, and I was playing other moves that just were not as big. The move I played, for example, at this point was I played here, which secures me 1 point. But I suppose over on the side here, that's worth about 4 points. So that's something to keep in mind. 4 points is bigger than 1 point. And go on to the end. Yeah. And so that's how the game finished, with white winning by 3.5 points. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that game, and I will see you next time. Bye.